Council Bluffs, and we are driving all the way to the Quads, and we want to make sure that everybody understands the choice that you face in November. And this choice could not be bigger, because it's not just a choice between two candidates, it's not just a choice between two parties. More than any recent election, more than 2008, this is a choice between two fundamentally different visions of where we need to go as a country. And the direction that you choose when you walk into that voting booth in November, that's going to have an impact not just on your lives, it'll have an impact on your children and your grandchildren for decades to come. Now, remember why we came together in 2008. And it was Democrats and independents, but it was also some Republicans. It was because we saw that the basic bargain that built this country and created the most prosperous economy the world has ever known, that basic bargain wasn't being met. And let me tell you what that bargain is. It says that if you work hard, your work should be rewarded. It says that if you act responsibly and you put in enough effort, you can find a job that pays the bills. Yeah. You can have a home that you call your own. You won't go broke just because someone in your family gets sick. You can retire with dignity and respect. Yeah. And most importantly, you can give your kids a great education so they can dream even bigger and do even better than you did. That is the American promise. That is what made this country great. But the problem was, for a decade, we had seen that bargain wasn't being met. The promise wasn't being kept. So we had seen a decade in which jobs were being shipped overseas. And wages and incomes for working people were going down, even though folks at the very top were doing very well. And the costs of everything from healthcare to college were going up. We ran 2 wars on a credit card. We went from surplus to deficit. So when I walked into office, we already had a $1 trillion deficit. And it all culminated in the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression. That's the track record of the other party the last time they were in charge. And we knew that restoring the bargain that made this country great would not be